You know what else is from here to here? The hairs I've missed on my crotch. Literally, like, I don't want you to look, but you might see them. There is like 4 hairs that are like 1.5 inches long that I was at the beach yesterday and I thought it was a string or like something in the sand.
You're like, did I put in a tampon?
Yeah. I was like, oh, like there's some thread on my leg. No, it's like 4 hairs that I've missed for like probably 6 months. It's astounding. It's like
astounding.
It's shocking. Like I was just laughing yesterday. I'm like, MJ, don't look.
Well, welcome to Honey-Do Me.
Hi. You guys, my arm is in the way, so you can't see it.
You can't see. It's not for you.
Don't zoom in. Maybe when I moved it a second ago, though, and was checking out. Whatever.
Hi. We're here for honesty. We're here for openness. We're here for vulnerability.
I'm sorry I'm relatable. You guys all have missed hairs everywhere. Okay. I have ones on my ankles. Oh, my God. This one on my ankle, too. I'm a mess.
Messy bitch. Feral girl summer.
I am getting full Brazilian on Friday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Excited.
Ask him to get your ankles too.
Can you grab my ankles, please? And my toes.
Yeesh.
Anyway, we're here for you.
We're here for me, as we should be.
Talk about you and your update.
Yeah. So I'm here to talk about how my husband strategically gave me the best sex of my life.
Oh, I love strategic sex.
Yeah, so strategic. He had a plan. Like, this bitch thought it through.
Amazing.
Okay, so all of this is in reference to an episode we did a little while back on how to have sex as a sensitive badass. So it was how to have sex when you are a highly sensitive person with Jessie Fresh, and she just walked us through all the deets.
Yeah.
And it just
put words
hit
to
us.
Everything that is we've experienced.
Yeah, right in the core. So we're highly sensitive people. And my husband obviously knows that. Thank God.
Thank God.
So he listened to that episode about 4 times.
Oh my God.
Not per my request. And he's like, he would like text me after each time I listened and be like, oh my God, this is so good. Like, I'm learning so much.
Oh my God.
He's like, I feel like I've had the pages, but this like bound the book for me.
And I was like,
that's a really good way of putting it.
That's poetic.
Yeah. That's gorgeous. So that is now tattooed across my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he listened to that episode and then he found ways to apply the concepts to our sex life. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run through the sexual experience that I had, and then I'm going to break it down in the ways that he did for me after, and like that started clicking for me.
Because strategy runs deep in your couple.
Yeah.
And it doesn't just apply
in this family.
So, all right, run me through your strategic breakdown of your sexual experience.
So he had been gone for like a week and he got back, and I wasn't really thinking about sex right away. Like, I was like, yeah, we'll probably have sex later today, whatever. But he is also very sensitive to dirt, and he's like, I was just on a plane. I have to hop in the shower immediately. Yeah. And he's like, just come in the shower with me. And I was like, no, like, I'm fine. I'm clean. And he was like, okay. But then I was like, no, that actually sounds really fun. So I like got in the shower, and then he just like immediately went for it. He's like pushed me up against the wall, was making out with me, going down my neck. Then he went like, after a while, he went down on me, and then he told me, okay, now go down on me, and like pushed me down in like a very kind way, in like a very hot way. And so I did that for a while, and then he like kept pressing me up against the wall, pulling my hair, like talking to me, like telling me how much he missed me and missed my body. And it was like so fucking good. And we're in the shower, so like that just makes it even more fun.
Right.
And then I was like, oh my God, like I really want to fuck you. And so then we ended up getting out of the shower and just going onto our bed, and then we had amazing sex. And it was like, the position that we did is my new favorite position.
Ooh,
so
do tell.
It was actually on like a day bed that we have, and so it's more like a couch. It's our old couch.
Yeah.
And everyone I have as a guest sleeps on there. So I apologize to everyone who has slept on that bed.
Besides your mom, I doubt that they'll be listening.
That's true. So he was seated like up against the back, and then I like spider sat on his lap.
Excuse me.
That's like when you spider like on a swing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
So like crisscross.
But so your legs wrapped around him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was so good because it got like so deep. And I was like in control, but I do love cowgirl and like all of those kinds of positions, but I've talked about before how I like to be fully like pressed up against someone, and that's really important to me. And so this was like riding, but fully pressed up, and it was so good. Oh my God. It was so good.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so that was like the general sex having.
Well, did you both finish? Did one of you finish?
We both finished in that position. Yeah.
We both finished.
We both finished.
I aim hard.
Well, what I really like about that position too is it's like a lot of clit stimulation as well. And so it was like there was no way I wasn't going to.
Right.
I couldn't have stopped that with a brick wall 90 feet high.
Wow.
Wow. That wave of orgasm. No way.
Okay. Okay, break it down. Strategy.
Yeah, so let's break it down. Okay, so getting in the shower. All of this was strategic. I did not know he had this all planned. I was just like, wow, that was the best sex I've ever had. And he's like,
strategy, baby.
He's like, I listened 4 times. Okay. So getting me in the shower was really important because being in the shower, it stimulated all of my senses without triggering them.
Wow.
One of my really big issues is dryness. I really hate dryness. So like if I don't have lotion on my legs or my feet, that like will send me over. Like anything that is dry, I don't like. I don't know why, but it's like sends horrible things through my body.
Okay.
So got me wet.
More
externally
ways than
and internally.
So
that was really, really important. The other really big thing that he did, I guess going back to that really quick, I think that depends on the person. Some people might be triggered by being wet, so you need to know your person or yourself and then decide what's going to stimulate your senses without triggering them. Then what I kind of didn't mention is that the entire time he was telling me what to do, like the entire time and like fully controlling everything. When he would like push me up against the thing or like tell me to go down, like it was all him telling me what was going to happen.
Right.
Making choices is also something that triggers me.
Yeah, you hate that.
I hate making choices. And so he took away my need to make any choices or to be like, what's going to happen next, or to have any anxiety or to like take myself out of the moment at all. So he made all of the choices. Fucking loved that. He got pretty kinky by like pulling my hair and stuff like that. I think that all really kept me in the moment as well.
Well, because there's like an element of surprise when you don't have to make any of the decisions or make any of the like next moves. And then everything is just happening to you.
Exactly.
You don't have to like worry about anything.
Exactly.
That keeps you in the moment.
That's it. Entirely in a nutshell. And then he just gave me a really long time to drop in. Like we had a long like foreplay sesh, which was really just sex, in the shower. And that was like long before we had penetration and anything like that. And it's just like I had so long to drop in and all of my senses were engaged because I was in fucking water. It had to be. That's a safety precaution.
That's a safety precaution.
So it was just, I was so engaged and he was talking to me the whole time. So like auditorily I was engaged. Just everything was so turned on.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
So his idea was the position as well?
That was actually me.
Okay.
Yeah.
But maybe by the point that you were like already fucking ready, you were like, give me your dick this way.
Exactly. And that's also what he brought up too. He's like, what I want to do in sex is I want to like control it, have you so turned on that when you say something, you want it so bad that like there's no questioning if that's the next decision. He's like, that's what we're fucking doing. And I was like,
that turns me on, just that right
that's
there.
That's a good strategy.
Whoa.
I like it.
Hello. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So how are you going to like always try to do stuff like that? Is shower stuff like...
I mean, the next time he got in the shower, I definitely followed him.
I followed that, man.
I was in. And yeah, it was like... It was less intense that time just because we knew we weren't wanting to have penetrative sex. And it was like, you know, neither of us were necessarily going to finish. It was just kind of like we were connected.
Yeah.
Which was great. And it was so much fun. I did learn a horrible position. Just the worst view.
Oh, no.
So I was I hurt my ankle a while back. I've talked about it.
Hardcore.
Climbing a wall. I hurt my ankle.
Yeah.
It still hurts. Going to the doctor next week.
I happened to hurt my ankle.
I don't know how. I woke up this way. Yeah. So it's really hard for me to kneel, which is important giving a blowjob in the shower. What?
You said view, the most terrible view. I'm picturing you down below his waist. I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting.
So the shower we were in, it's like a glass box, basically, very square. There's no rounded corner, nothing to sit on, nothing. So I'm like, well, I have to sit on my ass. Like, I can't sit on my ankle. Like, I literally can't. And I'm not going to sit there like squatting.
Yeah.
No thanks. So I was like, but I don't have much control. So like, you can kind of control. But then he put his hands against the shower, and the view I was getting is a view no one should see on any human.
What all did you?
Just like,
just like a little bit of a pelvis. Like,
yeah. Yeah. It's not like, yeah, it was. And I immediately took it out of my mouth and said, I don't like this at all. I changed my mind.
So how'd you do it?
I didn't.
Oh.
I said I changed my mind. I'm done.
I'm done. I cannot watch this happen above me. That's so funny, and I know exactly what you're talking about, where you're like, why did you have to look like that?
Yeah, and it's not his fault.
No, it's just how the
not
body
his
moves.
fault at all.
But unfortunately, at that position, you're watching something more primal and less sexy.
Yes, it was primal.
Yeah, I get it.
It
No
was
butthole, though?
No butthole.
That's good.
No. What butthole?
Like, would you have seen it at any point?
No,
in that
I was
position?
too face on. I wasn't under at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where I thought you were going.
No.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Beside that point that I can now visualize, that is fantastic.
Yeah, it was 10 out of 10.
I love that
10
for
out
you.
of 10, life-changing.
I'm so happy that, one, we had that episode, because I think that opened a lot of doors for us, more specifically you.
Yeah.
And that he took it to heart so much that he gave you amazing strategic sex for a sensual, what am I thinking? Sensitive badass.
Yes.
There we go.
I agree. It's like, I think it goes back to if he wanted to, he would.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like I think you do need to take the time to think about what your partner would enjoy, what is going to help them. Like, you know, not all of us are highly sensitive.
Yeah.
And can't handle dry.
Yeah.
And
can't handle just
can't
existing.
live in your body.
Yeah.
But all of us are sensitive to something, and all of us get turned on and turned off by different things. So I think as a partner, it's also your responsibility to be like, okay, what would really get them in the moment?
Right.
What would really turn them on? How am I going to help them with this issue that I know they have? A lot of us have trouble staying in our head. That's not a sensitivity thing. That's a human thing.
That's like almost every single question that we get from listeners.
Exactly. Like, how do I
I
stay
get
in
out
my
of my head?
body and get out of my head? And it's like, well, I think a big part of that is making sure that you're in the right environment, that your partner's doing what they know can help you. And obviously your pleasure is your responsibility, but if you're with a partner, it's also their responsibility.
Yeah.
So,
and not all the time you're going to be with someone who has a podcast that talks about what they enjoy and what they don't like and are working on discovering it. So opening up that communication is extremely important. Make it fun, make it sexy, but make it happen. Like, it needs to happen because it just gave you the best sex of your life.
The angels are crying.
Angels are crying
The
upon
devil
you.
is so happy putting this body to use.
All of your sinful desires.
Oh, yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love that update. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Until next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.